The top story, the Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has called a meeting of all MLAs and MPs of his party, the Janata Dal United, on Tuesday, a telltale move that indicates his anger and growing friction with the alliance partner, the BJP, and how that may come to a head if the alliance does break. This will not be the first time Nitish Kumar and the BJP will be parting ways. In 2015, Nitish and arch rival Lalu Yadav joined hands to defeat the BJP. But that newly minted alliance crash-landed in just 2 years.
Nitish Kumar set to walk out of the Bihar alliance with the BJP less than a month after sharing stage with Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Patna. The final call at a crucial meeting of party MPs and MLAs in Patna on Tuesday.
बैठक बुलाई गई है। अब उसमें क्या-क्या बातें आती हैं, उसके क्या-क्या राजनीतिक मायने निकलते हैं, उसके बाद दल के सारे वरीय लोग बैठ के फैसला लेंगे।
Political circles are abuzz that Nitish has been in touch with his former ally Tejasvi Yadav's RJD and the Congress. At the moment, Nitish Kumar's JDU has 45 MLAs. Along with the BJP's 77 MLAs and 4 of the Hindustani Awami Morcha, it takes the alliance over the halfway mark of 122 in the Bihar Assembly. If Nitish ditches the BJP, the RJD and the Congress, with a total of 99 MLAs, can ensure a majority for Nitish. The RJD today said they are open to embracing Nitish if he ditches the BJP.
हमारा तो दायित्व बनता है कि हम भाई निकले हैं तो हम समर्थन करेंगे, तो हमारे लिए पॉलिटिकल कंपल्सन, हमारे सामने रास्ता क्या है भाई? अब अभी तो नहीं हो सकता है कि हम साहब ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी से अलग होते हैं, अलग होकर के खड़े होते हैं, तो हमको साथ देना ही है.
Sources close to the Bihar Chief Minister say the trigger for the breakup with the BJP could be Nitish's concern that the BJP is trying to do a Uddhav Thackeray on him, especially after the BJP co-opted Nitish's former ally RCP Singh. Some in the JDU see the exit of Singh from the party as the first step in the BJP trying to engineer a split. Nitish Kumar is reportedly convinced that Bihar would have become the next Maharashtra, where Uddhav Thackeray was removed as Chief Minister in an exercise meticulously planned and implemented by the BJP.
सब लोग मिट गए, समाप्त हो गए, और जो नहीं हुए वो हो जाएंगे, रहेगा तो फिर बीजेपी।
Another trigger, recent remarks of BJP Chief JP Nadda in Patna that barring the BJP, no other political party will survive in India.
नड्डा साहब ने बोला कि सब क्षेत्रीय पार्टी समाप्त हो जाएगी, नहीं तो एक दूसरे जो हमारे जो एनडीए घटक दल है, तो एनडीए घटक दल में सबको तो बोलने का उस पर तो सोचना चाहिए.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने हर तरह से कुर्बानी दिया है, हम कुर्बानी दे करके इस एनडीए को बचाए हैं, आगे भी बचाएंगे.
To firefight, senior BJP leader and Deputy CM Tarkishore Prasad met Nitish Kumar for 15 minutes this morning. At the meeting, Mr. Kumar reportedly said there's nothing serious. But most observers believe the reality is very different. A split is almost inevitable. With Manish Kumar, Habib Ali and Rajesh Gupta, this is Alok Pandey, NDTV. That important meeting that both Manishi and I have been reporting on through the day is scheduled to happen at 11 a.m. tomorrow. And Nitish Kumar is meeting with all his MPs and MLAs. And I think there was one interesting thing that happened in the day. So a very senior minister in the Bihar government, Vijay Chaudhary, who's also very close to Nitish Kumar, he was asked why this meeting was happening. And he said that, look, it's an internal meeting, the government is still a government, etc. But we have to take a few decisions. When he was asked what decisions would be taken, then he gave cryptic answers. But nevertheless, I think, many top JDU leaders have spoken out against the BJP, spoken about taking decisions, etc. And that really cannot be without the blessings of from the top, from Nitish Kumar. And that is why there appears to be the sense of inevitability that something or the other will take place, maybe tomorrow, maybe in the next few days. But it does seem that this is a great point between Nitish Kumar and the BJP, whose office I am outside.
He has now got some kind of concrete evidence where some leaders with the blessings of top leadership of BJP were trying to lure his MLAs, meaning that they were trying to break his party, and that has really incensed him, or you can say that that has really provoked him to go really on offensive, because it's an open secret that somewhere Chirag Paswan had whatever he did in 2020 elections, it had some blessings from the BJP top leadership. But the way in the last 24 hours, Janata Dal United top leaders have gone public saying, there was a Chirag model and it was, used to demolish or finish Nitish Kumar politically, and we are going to put everything in public domain. So it seems that Nitish Kumar has made up his mind that his alliance with BJP, because the way now this current BJP in Bihar is functioning, especially the way it is being remote controlled from the top party leadership, and after the departure or sidelining of leaders like Sushil Modi, somewhere he has lost that comfort level, and he knows that that is not going to happen, and the top leadership of BJP is not going to oblige him on this point.
Meanwhile, in Maharashtra, cabinet expansion is expected. Tomorrow, the new cabinet will come 40 days after the BJP and the Shiv Sena formed a new government under the Chief Minister Eknath Shinde. So far, the Maharashtra cabinet has been functioning with 2 members since the 30th of June. And both Mr. Fadnavis and the Chief Minister Eknath Shinde were in Delhi over the weekend as Mr. Shinde, along with 22 other chief ministers, attended a Niti Aayog meeting. And the big question now is who's going to get which portfolio.
It is almost 40 days that this new government has been formed, and now there is going to be a cabinet expansion. Now it would be important to see that which side gets the plum portfolio. So will it be the Eknath Shinde side, who claims that because of them and because of they rebelled against their own party, this new government is being formed, or will it be the BJP side, which claims that despite having more than 106 MLAs with them, they gave Eknath Shinde the Chief Minister post. However, one thing that needs to be seen is what does Devendra Fadnavis get. No one expected him to be a deputy chief minister, and now it is being now he is the deputy chief minister. In fact, the question still arises that whether there will be another twist in the Maharashtra government, whether there will be new faces, or whether there will be something that will happen that no one imagined. Because there are a lot of rumors that is going on. But tomorrow at 11 AM at Raj Bhavan, there is going to be cabinet expansion. Around 12 to 15 MLAs will take the oath. Very important to see who gets what and which side, the Eknath Shinde camp or BJP, who gets the plum portfolios.
And after videos of a UP BJP leader, Shrikant Tyagi, hurling abuses and assaulting a woman went viral, bulldozers on Monday rolled into a Noida housing society and brought down the illegal structures built by this politician. Now, while the BJP is trying to disassociate itself from Tyagi, a wanted poster is now put out for this absconding BJP leader. The police say he is missing, that they cannot find him.
Residents of Grand Omex Society celebrate as the Noida Development Authority removes illegal encroachments by Shrikant Tyagi.
क्या हो गया भाई साहब? अरे अरे आराम से सर, आराम से.
These were the cause of Friday's encounter of him abusing and assaulting a woman neighbor who challenged him over his encroachments. Neighbors say he used to threaten them frequently and often be seen with a police escort.
जो चीजें अगर ये 3 साल पहले तो एक्शन हो गया था तो आज ये इतना होता ही नहीं।
तो भी अक्यूज्ड की अन्य व्यवसायिक गतिविधियां हैं, उसके बारे में भी कुछ सूचनाएं मिली है। उसके लिए तत्काल टीम गठित किया गया है, विभिन्न विभागीय टीम गठित किया गया है और उन टीम्स द्वारा उनकी जो अन्य व्यवसायिक गतिविधियां हैं उस पर भी जो कानूनी जांच करते हुए नियमानुसार कानूनी कार्रवाई की जाएगी।
टावर का उन्होंने एड्रेस बना के और वहाँ से अप्रूवल लेने के बाद ही वो वहाँ पे एंटर किए हैं। अभी उनसे पूछताछ हो रही है, उनके विरुद्ध भी क्रिमिनल इंटिमिडेशन का, हाउस ट्रेसपास का केस रजिस्टर।
Today there's a 25,000 rupee reward for Shrikant Tyagi's capture. Tyagi's social media posts show his position as a BJP leader. In fact, this 2018 list of Bharatiya Janata Kisan Morcha listed his name at second place.
हम यहाँ पर हैं, हमें शर्मिंदगी महसूस हो रही है ये कहते हुए हमारी सरकार।
However, the BJP insists there's no link.
इससे बड़ी शर्म की बात नहीं हो सकती।
देखिए, राजनीतिक सामाजिक जीवन में फोटो खिंचवा लेना, कुछ शातिर लोग होते हैं जो फोटो खिंचवाने में एक्सपर्ट होते हैं, लेकिन हमारे जिलाध्यक्ष ने भी, हमारे किसान मोर्चे के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष ने भी इसको कहा है कि वो हमारी पार्टी का किसी भी तरह का सदस्य नहीं है।
However, the opposition isn't buying it.
अभी तक वो व्यक्ति जिसने गाली दी और एक समुदाय का नाम लेकर गाली दी, यानी कि बनिया और उसके आगे मां की गाली दी, पूरे समुदाय को अपमानित किया, उस व्यक्ति की गिरफ्तारी नहीं हो रही अब तक।
स्पष्ट होता है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी इनके छोटे से छोटा नेता हो, बड़े से बड़ा नेता हो, भारतीय जनता पार्टी उनके संरक्षण में जुड़ जाती है और उनको बाकायदा संरक्षण मिल रहा है।
There are several Shrikant Tyagis living among us, and there have been several examples that the authorities have turned a blind eye to their high-handedness. And in the example of Noida's Grand Omex Society, if the authorities would have taken action against Shrikant Tyagi 3 years back when the complaint first started coming, he wouldn't have displayed such arrogance toward the law. With camera person Sushil Rathi, I'm Akshay Dongre for NDTV.
And coming down heavily at Prime Minister Modi and the centre over the free rewri remark, the Delhi Chief Minister slammed the union government for waiving off debts, quote, worth 10 lakh crores. Debts of those the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal alleges were close to the government. A law should be brought in to declare this treason and all those involved should be sent behind bars, says Arvind Kejriwal.
इन्हें कोई कह रहा है ये फ्रीबीज हैं, कोई कह रहा है ये फ्री की रेवड़ी है। इस तरह के अलग अलग शब्दों का इस्तेमाल करके पूरे देश के अंदर माहौल बनाया जा रहा है कि सरकारों को बहुत घाटा हो रहा है, सरकारों को बहुत घाटा हो रहा है। आम लोगों को जो सुविधाएं देती है सरकारें, फ्री में देती हैं, वो सारी सुविधाएं बंद की जाएं। जिन लोगों ने 10 लाख करोड़ रुपए के अपने दोस्तों के कर्जे माफ किए, कानून लाया जाए, इसको देश के साथ गद्दारी घोषित किया जाए। अपने दोस्तों के बैंकों के कर्जे माफ करना देश के साथ गद्दारी घोषित किया जाए। ऐसे लोगों को गिरफ्तार करके सख्त से सख्त सजा मिलनी चाहिए।
जमीन पर तो है जीरो, जमीन पर तो है जीरो, लेकिन रेवड़ियां बांटकर बनना चाहते हैं हीरो। यह है अरविंद केजरीवाल जी। और ऐसा क्यों कहता हूं, आरंभ में ही बताता हूं। अरविंद केजरीवाल जी आज भारतीय राजनीति में वो नेता हैं जिनके अगर आप इतिहास में जाएं तो देखेंगे ये कसम खाते थे कि मैं राजनीति में नहीं आऊंगा, लेकिन जनता जानती है कि ये राजनीति में आए और राजनीति को इन्होंने मैला भी किया, झूठे वादे भी किए और जनता का विश्वास भी तोड़ा।
And finally, after a stunning opening, Chennai is gearing up for a colourful closing ceremony of the International Chess Olympiad tomorrow. And we caught up with the DMK MLA Nitish, who is a key member of the organising committee, and he told us what to expect, his role, missing pictures of the Prime Minister earlier, that controversy, and the Rising Sun's dominant role.
Thank you very much, Uday, for your time. Looking at the backdrop, are we going to expect a similar colourful, stunning show for the closing ceremony as well?
In the inaugural event, we had showcased the best. Nobody's seen such an event in India. Even the Prime Minister praised the event. We had a show about Tamil Mann.
Right.
It is called History of Tamil Nadu. Now we wanted to showcase the importance of Tamil Nadu in the freedom fighting.
An organizing committee member, what has been your role and what exactly did you do?
Myself and Vignesh Shivan was mainly, we were concentrating on the creative side and getting the sponsors done, because the Tamil Nadu government had allocated only rupees 10 crores for the event, which was not possible. So I took it to all the sponsors and I spoke to them and I got the sponsors in.
In all the promotions, the Prime Minister's photograph was missing initially. Was that a mistake?
Prime Minister, he agreed to come only like 3-4 days before the event. So that was...
it was not a deliberate...
No, it was never a deliberate thing.
You're also preparing for criticism that people may say it's all one-man show, Udaynidhi taking over.
No, it was never a one-man show. It was never me alone. It was a team. I'm just a part of a committee. And I wouldn't say the whole credit goes to the committee alone. It's like hundreds of people came together to make it a good show. Hopefully, it will be a good show tomorrow.
All the best, Uday. That was Udaynidhi Stalin. In Chennai with Suresh, Sam Daniel, for NDTV.
And that's the news at this hour. Bye.